Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims Info and Thoughts video. So this one is going to be all about the Spa Day refresh, which we now know is coming out next Tuesday, September 7th. What you're watching right now is the new trailer for this refresh, and personally I wouldn't have taken the general vibe in this direction because I was expecting something a lot more relaxing and soothing, but we basically got the complete opposite of that. But they still had some pretty fun things going on, some interesting camera angles, and the Sims doing yoga, including the children, and some funny fails, and they even remembered that the first-person camera exists right there, so that's pretty awesome, because I feel like I'm still one of the very few Simmers who remembers it but also likes using that feature. But as for the refresh itself, I'm pretty impressed. There's a couple of things that I'm a little unsure about, which we'll get to, but I think I'll still have to play with them myself to really fully form my opinion on them. And I hope they will continue doing more of these refreshes in the future, because just looking at what we're getting with this Spa Day refresh, it is making this pack a lot more worth its value. It probably is going to be more worth the $20 US price tag at this point. It'd be interesting to see just how much the sales of Spa Day will go up after this refresh is out, because if it does go up by a lot, then I think that would encourage EA to greenlight a lot more of these refreshes in the future. Before I get into my highlights of the live stream, I do want to show off some screenshots that I was sent through the EA Game Changers program. Note that some of these screenshots do use content from other packs, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Even the toddlers and the children can get their nails done. And interesting, in this screenshot right here, there's a ring on the child, and I don't believe children can use rings. I don't often think of trying to do that, but yeah, maybe that's also part of the free update and they just didn't mention that. But yeah, lots of really cool nail designs right there. I'm so looking forward to using them in my game. Alright, now let's go into the highlights of the live stream. So there's the main points. New aspirations, which there's 3 of them. That really surprised me. High maintenance trait, earn simoleons through wellness, manicures and pedicures, facial masks, yoga and meditation for children, and fingernails and nail polish. Since Spa Day was the second game pack, and therefore one of the older game packs they released, they felt it was a good idea to go back and just add some depth to it. The first thing they showed off is the new high maintenance trait. This seems like an interesting way to add some more challenge to some of your Sims, because they will require wellness in their life in order to function, because especially after they have a bad day, they'll need to calm down with some wellness activities. Then we have the 3 new aspirations, which are under the new wellness category. And when you go with any of these 3 aspirations, you get this bonus trait spa membership. This makes it so that all fees at the spas are waived for your Sims. I find this is just one of the 2 things that I'm questioning, because I think this would have been a lot more interesting if you did have to buy a membership and you have to pay for it each month. I mean, we even have calendars patched into the base game now, so why not? Moving on to the 3 aspirations, we have Self-Care Specialist, Inner Peace, and Zen Guru. Self-Care Specialist focuses on making money through being a yoga instructor and doing the guided meditations, and Zen Guru just want to share their mastery of wellness with the world and train a successor to pass on their knowledge. And with the Inner Peace aspiration, they want to basically avoid negative emotions and achieve inner peace. All 3 of these aspirations only have 1 level each instead of multiple, so I'm not really sure how much replay value there is in these. I mean, maybe I could use these with multiple Sims who just want to have a relaxing sort of life, and then they kind of move on to another aspiration later, but I don't know. I'll have to just play with it to really see how much use I'll get out of it. But now for something that I feel a lot more positive about. It's probably my favorite section of this whole thing, which are the new toenails and fingernails. So in body accessories, you actually have fingernails and toenails as their own sections, which is really great. So we actually are getting some nails in the base game. So you don't actually need Spa Day for fingernails and toenails like I thought. but you still have some designs which are exclusive to Spa Day, including one that's actually made by fellow game changer Ebonics. I think those look pretty cool. Have some really nice patterns on it too. I also wonder if this could help open the door for werewolves a bit more, because perhaps we could get some sort of claws in this section later? I don't know, maybe claws should still be another section, but yeah, that's really cool that we're finally getting customizable nails in the Sims franchise. Definitely something I plan on using often. Next, they showed off the new objects, as well as objects that have new swatches added to them. They even added swatches to the towel rack and the bathrobe. That's pretty neat. But we also have new variants of the massage table, a luxurious one, and a portable one, which they show off a bit more in action later. There's also a mini fridge, which we actually got one in Discovery University, so I don't know if it will have the same features available as this one. But this is where we get the facial mask from, and there are 2 new quick meals. So you can have a bowl of cucumber slices, nice, I love cucumbers, and then there's also a new quick meal drink, which is the Power Sip Cucumber. And that actually is a bit of continuity with Discovery University, because there is that Power Sip that was also in that pack, but now it has a cucumber flavor to it. And there's also a pretty funny buff associated with that makes use of caps lock, kind of like the metal station in Nifty Knitting. Next, they do explain more about these facial masks. So there are a bunch that your Sims can wear, but there's also the animal mask, which is made for children and toddlers. And when you purchase the animal mask, there's a random design every time that you put it on. So the Sim in this live stream ended up getting a tiger face mask, which I think is pretty cute. But in general, when you wear these facial masks, it is kind of similar to suntanning with Island Living, where after a certain amount of time, then you take the mask off, and then you get a positive buff. But then, if you keep the mask on for too long, then your Sims will get uncomfortable instead. However, you also want to make sure you don't use too many facial masks too quickly, because if you do, well, it apparently triggers a pretty painful looking reaction on your Sims. One of the Sim Gurus also mentioned that some of the facial masks do things with occults. Not really sure what that's all about, since unfortunately none of them went into greater detail about it. Another thing they showed off is ways to make money using Spa Day, which I think has a lot of fun gameplay potential. To make this a lot easier, more objects are now portable in Spa Day, including the massage table, the massage chair, and the incense burner. They showed off how in the chair there is a new tend interaction, almost like tending a bar. And there are different options, so you can choose to specialize in certain things if you want. For example, if you only want your Sim to give hand massages and pedicures, but not manicures and foot massages, then you can do that. They also showed off the visual picker when you give another Sim a manicure, and this is great. I was really hoping that there would be something like this, because I don't like how with Vintage Glamour stuff, you just have the text to describe all the different options. So it would be nice if they did go back and update Vintage Glamour's vanity table with this. So you can see there are all the different styles to choose from. But you can also tell, judging by the thumbnails, if it's more a glossy style with the sheen on it, or if it doesn't have the sheen on it, then it's a matte style. One aspect of this that I really love is that when you get manicures in-game, they decay over time, so it kinda helps keep that part of your daily core everyday gameplay. In addition, you also get positive buffs from the manicures as well as socials. However, if you just want your Sim to have a certain style of fingernails permanently, then you can assign that through Create a Sim, so you do have that flexibility. You can now also do guided meditation and yoga classes and make money from that. And the children now can participate in the yoga and the meditation, and with yoga they build up the motor skill, and with meditation they build up the mental skill. Children can also now have wellness set as a like or dislike. What's interesting as well is that your customers won't always be satisfied with your classes. So if they have a really low relationship with you, or if you're not very skilled in wellness, they just won't give you any money. A couple of other pack integration examples they mentioned is that with Get Famous, it is possible for your Sims to become a famous yoga instructor. And if you have Parenthood, then your children can build emotional control through meditation. The one thing I'm not sure about is the emotional mindfulness feature from Snowy Escape, because I think Spade would go very well with that, but I'm not sure if it integrates with that or not. They also brought up that there is a new tracksuit that is available as a full body outfit for all the ages, including toddlers. So yeah, unfortunately not too much in terms of Create a Sim besides the new toenails and nails, but I guess the cast in Spade was already pretty decent to begin with. One last thing with the yoga classes is that it is possible to promote them on Simstagram so that you can draw more customers. And that's pretty much it for the live stream. They unfortunately did not get to show off the sort of moments that high maintenance Sims can have, but apparently even just taking a shower or using the toilet can go wrong. So I am really interested in seeing just how that will all play out. I will do an overview video when this update is released next week on all platforms on September 7th. Overall, I'm really excited to play with this refresh. Spade is easily one of my least favorite game packs, but with this refresh, this is so much better. Like, it's pretty much a stuff pack's worth of content alone that they're inserting into this. With that said, there are a couple of things that I feel like would be great additions to Spade, and that would be waxing body hair. I'm sure they're probably still waiting until they do werewolves to add body hair to the game, but I can't help but think about the potentially hilarious animations from waxing body hair and the Sims just screaming in pain. I'm sure a lot of people would love that. And also, we can't own our own spas exactly still, but maybe that could still potentially happen with a refresh to get to work. I even remember when SimGuru Grant used to work on The Sims 4, he would talk about on multiple occasions how much he would love to update Get to Work. So maybe, even though he's not working on The Sims 4 anymore, that could finally happen. And that wraps up another Sims info and thoughts video, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, what you think about this upcoming refresh of Spade. And be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest gaming content, including life simulations and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!